accurate and pointy. You do actually need to use like real world things to get the cars driving into the corner. You can't just go into the corners and brake and turn and expect the car to do all of that. If I come into the corner, brake and turn, look at that understeer. You can actually hear the tires begging for forgiveness. They're just out of grip. The real world physics are actually there and they're doing stuff behind the scenes. But I think there are also some assists going on behind the scenes. I think that was a fairly good first impression of the wheel, if I'm honest. We finished in P3, not a bad result. Now though, I think we should do some customization and make the car a little sketchy. So what's lucky is previously I've actually got into the game and I've leveled this Mustang all the way up to level 50. So I have every single upgrade unlocked for it. So if we want to swap a big old exhaust on it, we can do that. There is a ton of options available for this car. But what about good old-fashioned engine swap? What do we have for this Mustang? A 3.7 liter V6, 3.8 liter V6 twin turbo, an 8.4 liter V10 from a Dodge Viper, 6.5 liter V12, and a 5.9 liter V8 racing engine. The game's gonna yell at us if we toss that engine in because it makes our PI go way too high. But what if we toss that on and then we get some shocking tire compound? We've got street tires, sport tires, race tires, and drag. Oh, none of those actually help the PI the way I thought it would. Change of plans, we will not get that engine installed. That sounds like a bad idea. I could get a V6 if I do want to trigger every single person in my comment section. Cool. Now that we've done that, what are we actually going to do to this? Maybe I will go for this engine because that brings us down to C-Class. Then get twin turbos because apparently there's some cool like blow-off valve noises in this game. We could get Forza Aero or remove the rear wing altogether. You know what? I'm actually going to remove the rear wing. And then the front splitter is pretty much regular old Forza Aero. We can only get a little bit of weight reduction. Let's see if race suspension feels any better. Hey, and there is drift suspension in this game. That's actually the first time I've seen that. Very cool. I don't think I'm going to go for any brakes because I want to make this thing intentionally a little bit sketchy. I think we've got roughly the same amount of horsepower, maybe a little bit more.